Welcome back, guys. Today's video is all about science that looks so incredible you wonder if it's not just pure magic. Science can create effects that look like they are straight out of a magic show, but they are as real as your own two hands. My name is Danny Burke and I am very excited today to get into the top 10 insane science tricks that look like magic. Coming out at number 10 now, we have the cloud breather. You can breathe out cloudy smoke using nothing but your own tongue and mouth. Yes, you. I'm serious. I didn't believe this one either. All you need to do is click your tongue against the roof of your mouth for about 30 seconds to create tiny water droplets that evaporate inside your mouth. Then you hold your mouth shut and blow up against your lips. This will heat up the air even more. Then when you open your mouth, a little cloud will come out. This is the result of the humid air in your mouth reacting with the cooler air outside of it and the water droplets condensing into tiny clouds. Unbelievable. Next up at number 9, we have the magic pour. For this one, you'll need to take some water and mix it with a substance known as polyethylene oxide, which is made up of very long strands of molecules that tug on each other when they move. Now this means if you pour that mixture out of a container even slightly, the rest of it will just come pouring out by itself, defying gravity. It looks like something straight out of a magic show, but it's just a fact of chemistry. Alright, at number 8 now, we have fire hands. Have you guys ever seen those wizards in movies that just conjure pure fire from their hands? It's pretty cool. Well, it can be a reality. If you were to mix soap with water and then some butane gas, you'll have a mixture that can burn on your hand without burning your skin at all. Now that is obviously good. It's good that you can't burn yourself, but at the end of the day, you're still literally playing with fire, and you should never mess with butane gas either. So basically, please don't try this at home, but just watch all the videos you want. Alright, we're going to stay with fire now for our number 7, and we have the candle trick. This is an incredible little trick, and all you need is a candle and a match, or a lighter will do too. When a candle is snuffed out, you can see the thin plume of smoke rising out of it. Now amazingly, you can actually light that smoke and the flame will travel down to the wick and light the candle again. This is because the flame follows the vapor trail left behind until it reaches the wick. It honestly looks like something straight out of Harry Potter, and I can't believe it took me this long to find out about it. Alright, coming out at number 6 now, we have the orange pop. Now I don't mean some sort of drink, I mean making a balloon pop using just an orange. If you slice a little bit of orange off and squeeze it over a balloon, it will eventually pop. This isn't a magic orange or some sort of special balloon, it's a simple chemical reaction. There's a chemical called limonene present in oranges that dissolves and weakens the rubber in the balloon. It doesn't take too much of it to make the whole thing pop. Moving on to number 5 now, we have the bag pierce. If you fill up a clear plastic bag with water and then seal it, you can push pencils right in without it bursting. It looks like some sort of trick where the magician is using special pencils or bags, but this is a natural property of the plastic. The long chains of molecules in the plastic seal tightly around the pencil and stop the water from leaking out. Do make sure the pencils are sharp when you do it, but be careful you don't prick yourself. I care about you guys, yeah? Alright, next up at number 4 now, we have the anti-gravity wheel. I love this one. A video by Veritasium showed how spinning things very quickly can make them appear weightless. He attached a 40-pound circular weight to a pole, which was pretty much impossible to lift up straight with one hand. However, when he sped the wheel up to a few thousand RPM, this happened. He could lift it. Not only that, he lifted it straight over his own head and said it felt incredibly light. It's not a magic trick, it's a fact of science. Check out his video for an explanation better than I could ever give. Alright, at the number 3 spot now, we have the vanishing tube. If you fill up a test tube with vegetable oil and place it in a larger container of vegetable oil, it will disappear before your very eyes. This is because vegetable oil and Pyrex containers like the test tube refract light at a similar rate, making the whole thing appear transparent to you. BBC Earth Lab did a great video demonstrating this. Check out the moment that their test tube started to fill up with the vegetable oil around it and suddenly disappeared before your very eyes. Next up at number 2 now, we have the spinning tube trick. This is another one I found from Veritasium. Take a piece of PVC tube and write an O on one end and an X on the other. If you spin the tube by pressing down on the O, you will only ever see the O as it spins round. If you press down on the X to make it spin, you'll only ever see the X. Try it for yourself. Now this is all to do with the spinning of axes axes. The side that you push down on to spin will have a slower velocity than the other side, which means you can see it more clearly as it spins. Again, go and watch Veritasium's video on it for a much better and more in-depth explanation. Cool stuff. And finally at number 1 now, we have the potato battery. It's an absolute classic and I still can't quite believe it works, but many people are taught about how potatoes can be used to light up an LED light. Cut the potato in half and then cut small slits in each half to fit a copper penny inside. Wrap some copper wire around each of the 2 pennies and then put them into the slits. Wrap some more copper wire around a zinc plated nail and stick it into one of the halves. Take the wire connected to the penny in that half of the potato and wrap it around the second nail before sticking that into the other half. You follow? When the 2 loose ends are then connected to an LED light or small light bulb, it will light up. This is because the acid in the potato reacts with the copper metal that coats the coin, absorbing electrons from the copper. Well, I am all scienced out, I think. What do you guys prefer? Science or magic tricks? Hopefully this was a nice mix of both. Thanks for watching guys, my name is Danny Burke and I will see you all in the next video.